everybody. Today we're headed up to Rothrock and Bald Eagle. I want to check out the vistas. It's been a year or two since I've been up here, so I think it's time. Super impromptu trip. I wasn't planning on going out this weekend, but here we are. The weather is just absolutely perfect. I got some new stuff I want to test out, so I figured why not? Might as well just make an hour drive up north and spend the night in the woods. So taking the back roads up, I could take the highway. It would probably be a lot quicker, but just something about this drive here, I absolutely love it. This going up over this mountain that we're about to go over is just, yeah, it's probably one of my all-time favorite drives on pavement in Pennsylvania. I don't know what it is about it, but yeah, we'll record it. I'll show you some of it. I hope you like it. Anyway, here we are. Another adventure. Let's get on with it. We made it here to Rothrock at the beginning of our route. I have about 50-60 miles planned on dirt today. I think I'm gonna knock a couple PSI out of these tires just to make it a little more comfortable. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and then we're gonna hit the road. Okay, well, we're about halfway through the planned route through the forest anyway. I had about 56 miles, I think. So we're getting close to the Rothrock's only drivable trail, which just means it's not maintained as as well as this road is. Actually, I don't think they maintain those roads at all. Still, four-wheel drive will probably be unnecessary, but it's good to have. The weather today is just absolutely on point. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better day weather-wise. That's why I had to make that decision to just bounce out for the night. So yeah, as I said, we're coming up here on Geddes Ridge and Wampler Road. It's the forest's only drivable trail. So this is what I mean about a drivable trail. This is Geddes Ridge Road in Wampler. You notice it's just a little rocky, but nothing I don't think anybody couldn't handle. I know for a fact that I've led groups down this road with Subarus in it, lowered. So if that says anything, just got to pick your line. It's all about the line. The more ground clearance you have, the less you need to worry about it. Well, here we made it to Bald Eagle State Forest. We're headed up Poe Patty Drive. It's one of the drivable trails in Bald Eagle State Forest. It's probably the only trail you won't pinstripe your vehicle on. Some of the other trails are much tighter than this and will mark up the side of your truck. I hear it all the time. People look at the side of my truck and they say, wow, it's so scratched up. It's just, hey, it's all part of the adventure, right? But anyway, this road leads up to a couple vistas, probably the most popular vistas in this state forest. I really like driving up this road just because of the rocks, and it is a little challenging. I put it in four-wheel drive just so the truck doesn't have to work so hard. You probably don't need it, and if you don't, that's great, but it makes it a little easier when you're in four-wheel. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna head to the top here and check out the vistas and make our way to camp. Okay, well, we made it up to Ingleby View here in Bald Eagle. This place it's beautiful. Came up the off-road trail over there. It's always a fun drive. But yeah, this overlook is one of my favorites here. Pretty awesome, right? Gonna check out one more vista, and then make our way to camp. like I said, from what I'm told, the road's out up here, so I may have to turn around and go back the way I came, which is fine. But that adds a little time. All right, so here we are. We're at Penn's View. It's also just another great overlook here in Bald Eagle State Forest. It's a pretty popular one. I'm surprised there's no one here. I guess if that road's closed down there, then they can't get here. We'll see. I'm gonna go check it out anyway. I'm sure make my route a lot shorter. Pretty awesome, right? Okay, so we're on my campsite side of Bald Eagle. This road in particular is new for me. I know a lot of these roads, but I don't think I've ever been on this road. But nice stream. I almost wish I could just stay right here. Yeah, that drive to get here, that was absolutely beautiful. I mean, those back roads, the back roads in this area are just fantastic. Yeah, I would love to live out here. It would be a dream for sure. Well, we made it to camp. It's a pretty nice campsite. Campsite 33 on Old Mingle Road. There's a gate there at the very end. It keeps you from going that way, of course, you know. If you look at Onyx, it looks like that road just goes right down to, I believe it's Penn's Creek. But of course, you know, they put a gate there so you can't actually go. Yeah, this is home for the night. Alright, Sunday morning camp. Beautiful morning, absolutely beautiful. Slept like a baby as usual. Making some breakfast here, and some corned beef hash and some eggies. Gonna eat that quick and hit the road. Got some plans later this evening, so kinda gotta get home. We may check out a road or two on the way out, see what time allows for, but yeah. The weather this weekend was absolutely perfect. I'm so glad I decided to get out. But thanks for tuning in. If you like what you see, click subscribe, follow along. Plenty more adventures this year.